We are a family of 6 who call the ocean our home. We feel incredibly blessed to be doing this life together as a young family, embracing the ups and downs of what is a life at sea. This is our floating home, Happy Days, and you are invited to follow along as we share this incredible adventure. Have a laugh and be inspired to pursue a life less ordinary. Click the subscribe button to keep up to date as we see where this journey takes us.
In the last episode, we went kite surfing and exploring San Andrés before making a plan on how to navigate the pirate waters of the Caribbean Sea. In this episode, we have to actually stop talking about it and get on with sailing it. Was it all hyped up, or did we meet with danger? Continue watching as we sail from San Andrés to the Cayman Islands.
Swell's just off our starboard bow. It's reasonably comfortable. We're digging ourselves out of the southwestern Caribbean, so I guess this is part of it, right?
In an ideal world, we would sail the rum line, but when digging yourself out of the southwestern Caribbean against the northeast trade winds, it is more of an unconventional approach, where we motor into the wind for a while, then come off the wind just enough to create a sailable angle as we head north between the shallow banks. Got my jacket out, got leggings on, and I'm ready for the night.
It's almost the end of the first night. We're just slipping past the island of Providencia, which does two things. Puts us firmly into pirate territory, what we've read in regard to the pirate reports. Vessels were either leaving Providencia or heading Providencia. A story we've heard about a yacht leaving this island was they were an English vessel, but they had somebody who could speak Spanish. They heard as they departed a call go out over Channel 16 on the VHF giving their boat details and heading to suspected pirates freight and so pretty happy to be slipping past the island in the cover of dark. We're running dark with lights on and we're currently easting, so that's why we've got the engines on. We're pushing against the wind. It's been reasonably comfortable but not ideal. So as the sun comes up and we put this island behind us, I hope to turn the engines off and crack the Janara out and start working due north. See the island. Those lights. Alright, engines are off. We're pointing into it.
So much weed.
All this weed that was on the beaches in San Andrés. It's nice to be sailing so that we don't have to worry about it going through the engine intake, because that's a concern. We do have a reef right in front of us, so we're going to have to avoid that soon. It's about 5 nautical miles away. Probably got full sails out at the moment. We'll probably put the engine on and just get some assistance from the engines to get us around the reef so that we can carry on north. Oh, it's lovely right now.
We can see something on the reef over there. Not sure if there's a yacht anchor behind it or like a structure for a light on the reef. What do you reckon, Pip? It's tricky, hey?
It's so funny. We're doing like 4.5 to 7.5, and then you're like, we're going 8 knots, get the camera!
It's true. We've had a really fickle afternoon. Frustratingly fickle. We're caught between a rock and a hard place, and that is the wind wanting to push us towards the Nicaraguan coast and us not wanting to go there. It's finally filled in a bit and we're moving. We've been pointing pretty hard all day, so for us anyway, 30 odd degrees. But we've been skirting this reef, which is 20 miles long, and so the wind's wanting to push us onto that, and we're not wanting to go on it, so we burned a bit of diesel to get some angle, and we're just starting to sail away from it now. We are in pirate territory, which is this area here, so the swifter we can move through it, the better. We've been eyes on the horizon all day. We're going to run dark again tonight with no lights. AIS will continue to run and a very keen lookout. If we can maintain this sort of speed, we should be through it, very close to it by sunup. But yeah, the wind has been super annoying. But it's coming in now. It's about 10 to 12 knots true. And here comes the night shift captain. Did you? And this is partly why Mum is such a good watch keeper. Eyes on the horizon. Because down below is not real good for her.
I managed to shower, that's pretty good. Yeah, you smell much better.
Oh, thanks.
Hold on. How does nighttime work on board with safety?
With safety? Well, we've got all the life jackets out, always.
They're ready to go.
Anyone that comes outside when it's dark has to put a life jacket on.
Spot on.
And so the person on watch has life jacket and it's clipped on. We have lights up top for if it's got anything.
The children of a nighttime, you guys are inside
Yeah,
asleep.
we're inside. If the person on watch needs help,
Sometimes you come out and help with the
I'll
reef.
come out and chuck a life jacket
So
on.
jackets here goes on.
And we run up top and help.
So we do run something called YACHT days. So these clips go onto these jack lines and they run right the way forward. So as we prepare for the evening, I'm going to do a walk around the deck and just have a look at all the moving parts and the sails and sheets and halyards and all those things. These guys are going to come with us, stretch their legs before night time. Let's roll. Clip on as you go.
Doesn't matter what they say, 'cause we go together. I hope we'd be there now, that we've seen it all through. It might sound crazy now, but it wasn't supposed to. We could have kept on trying, no matter what they said. Doesn't matter what they do, 'cause we go together. Doesn't matter what they say, 'cause we go.
Good old game for Simon too.
Cause we go together.
Night two. We're doing well. We've sailed most of the afternoon and into the evening. But we are still running a dark boat with a full moon. So I don't know how successful that is or isn't, but We are 120 nautical miles off the Nicaraguan coast, and we're going through it right now, sort of entering those banks, and everyone's asleep, but I'll show you where we're at. These red things reported pirate encounters, and we are currently heading north. So it's saying about 120 miles from the coast. There's one more that I'm aware of that happened here. I'm not 100% sure it was an actual incident, but maybe some curious fishermen. When I read that one, not sure, but we're in it and we're doing it. I'm stoked there's some breeze. We've been pointing at about 30 degrees all day. Currently I'm about 45 to 50, so that's increased our boat speed quite a bit, which is great. We've just spotted a light here off the coast. It's 2 AM. It's off our starboard, unsure of its heading. The light that we saw off our starboard looks to be either stationary or moving slowly in the other direction.
We picked him up on the radar. He doesn't have AIS on, just a light. We don't have our lights on, but we do have our AIS on and our radar on.
So you'll see, it's hard to see on this, but there's that little red thing there is about 1.5 nautical miles away. So yes, we'll keep an eye on him and make sure that he stays.
Yep, it looks safe. It looks like they're heading that direction, and we'll just carry on in our direction.
That's it.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's hope that's the last we talk of it.
Yeah.
Shona's just spotted another vessel off our port. Ted's sussing it. It's not a panga, bigger than a panga.
Definitely bigger than a
Some pancakes, and it's church day. We're going to get into it. We've been celebrating the last couple of days, haven't we, Pip? Have you got your mouth full? Smile. Okay, we've just switched our starboard engine on. We're gonna get the heck out of here. We've got a mothership off our starboard with maybe half a dozen pangas.
This is what we could see through the binoculars. A large vessel, which we call the mothership, and the smaller but faster pangas all around it, fishing the shallow waters of Roslyn Banks. Many of the reports stated they were approached by fishermen just like this, and our concern is the number of boats we could see and the speed we know that they can travel.
And we are not letting it hang around, so we're gonna scoot. Up a big ship going through Roslyn Channel, which is positive, we hope, just on the other side of where this fishing mob are. No, I disappeared off AIS just now. In this situation, I think prevention is better than cure. even if it is nothing, let's just burn diesel for a couple of hours and get.
There's a cover on either side of the mothership.
Okay, thanks, but haven't been here before, so we're learning as we go. For the record, we can't outrun PANGAS. Yes, we've got both engines going and all our sails up, but we're not under a misconception that we could outrun them. But what we can do is
We
at
can
least,
put a greater distance between us
at least
and
get,
deter them from wanting to come in.
yeah, just get out of sight. Like, we don't want to dawdle around the area in which they are.
With both the engines on, we're doing 8 knots, but this is putting more distance between us. And we'll leave them to do their fishing.
Yeah, let's just leave.
If they leave us to do our sailing.
Yeah, that's the idea. Okay, we have just switched the engines off. We are about 20 miles away from the vessel and the surrounding pangas. And yeah, so we are back to Easter and just finished off church, and we're in the middle of the ocean, and it is what it is. That's kind of where we are. I'm keeping a lookout off our starboard quarter, making sure there's nothing approaching. We are about 150 miles away from the Cayman Islands, probably a similar distance from Nicaragua and Jamaica, so we're in that spot, you know, we're right in the middle of it all. So the positive is that we're heading to deeper water, away from the reefs and where you're likely to find fishing vessels. We continue north and we crack on. Woo. Sean has gone to full fishing mode.
Yeah, trying to catch fish, but there's patches of weed out here and they keep getting on the line. And we've shaken them off that many times. So I'm trying my best to dodge the weed.
Yeah, we've got 20 hours to destination, and it's likely, well, we're going to try, we're actually using the motor to crack off a wee bit at the moment with the idea of sailing. There's only 7 knots of breeze, but there is a favourable current, so, and that's on the nose too, by the way. So we're pulling away a bit with the idea of
Getting a bit of angle and hopefully using the wind.
tonight before it disappears completely. Meanwhile, we've seen this weed for the last 300 odd miles. For what it's worth, yesterday when we were sailing, we motored for the first 12 hours intentionally straight into the breeze to get a sailing angle up here. And I thought, I wonder how much of this weed we went through during the night. And the answer is not that much. I had a look at the strainers on both engines and there's a wee bit in there, but the truth is I didn't really need to clean it out. So it seems to be the sail drives are low enough, the weed is high enough.
Little birdie's been around quite a while now. So, the little birdies in the hammock. I'm hoping they'll stay there overnight. How cute are they, Tom? There it is. It's so cute.
Stunning sunset colours. And we're sailing along at 6.5 knots. And it's beautiful. It's been a really lovely day. There were some hairy moments where we saw fishermen boats, but they didn't come anywhere near us, so we've had a really good day.
We were just talking inside, and Bells was like, I think that weighed on us more than we realised.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Well, you just don't know, and we've like done our research and heard lots of stories.
Yeah.
Now we feel like we're over the hump.
a release of sorts, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we still need to be diligent. We're still on passage in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
And
we need to be aware that that sort of thing can happen anywhere.
Oh yeah, can
Yeah. But for now, we've got a couple of lovebirds. Look at them, they're in love. And I've got the sunset behind them. And they've found a hammock for the night.
What did you just say? What, not to go and stop birds swinging on a hammock if they're happy there already? Otherwise they come and start it on your dinner and stuff. Honestly. This, like, he's distressed. They were so happy, Pip. It land on you. Oh man. This is why we don't have wildlife on board. You're doing really good, Mum. So, put him back on his little thing. It's alright, dude. It's alright. It's alright.
Sun's come up. And it's a glass off.
It is. It's the first one I've seen for a while.
And you've woken up just.
Just woken up.
I've had such a wonderful night. I've been awake for hours, but I feel fine.
You have.
Yeah, I think you went off at 2 or something, and it's now 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And our little birdie friends have flown away and left a deposit.
Thankfully it wasn't on my face.
I know.
So we officially ran out of breeze last night, about 80 nautical miles off Grand Cayman. So we are almost there. How much further to go, Rose? 32 to go. We'll be there about lunchtime. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning. Pip's scrubbing off the deposits from our birdie friends. And what else did we learn this morning?
I let the fishing line go. Always have somebody beside you when you're learning.
The lure, the line, and the reel
Will went overboard.
gone.
Because of me.
Oh. Can we replace it though?
Yeah.
Are you replaceable?
No.
Oh, yeah. So I'd rather it be the fishing line than you. Come on, that'll do. That looks good. So yeah, we're down to one handrail left. Sean's currently doing some gardening. This is his garden, mine and everybody else's. Show them your favourite one. How long have you had it for?
Probably since the past 6 months.
6 months maybe?
Yeah.
And it hangs, show them how it hangs. Normally it'll hang like that up in your room. Nice work, team. There's enough for another meal down there.
Yeah.
Anything to report, Captain?
No. I can see the guys are on a couple of islands.
You're going to be on land hoe duty.
Yeah, we have 18 more class go.
Nice. Morning.
Morning. Just woke up. It's like 10 o'clock.
That was in a spot.
I like to see.
It's like full like lazy boy. So ergonomic.
What are you working on?
Your
story.
A 5-page story.
I love that you're writing this story. Ted's like, I'm the captain and I can't see land. You're confusing me!
Huh?
You're confusing me, let's see.
Come on.
Oh, I see. Where are we at? Oh,
a ship. No, that is land.
There's land.
Land.
It's a mystery.
But there's all like poles and stuff. That's weird.
The yellow flag up.
Do it! Oh, you guys have done this before. Georgetown Port Control, Georgetown Port Control, Georgetown Port Control. This is sailing vessel Happy Days. Happy Days on 162. Copy.
Right, Happy Days.
Good morning. We are on approach 12 nautical miles away from Georgetown, yellow flag up, en route from San Andrés. Over.
Okay, when you reach a little closer, just give me another call. I will get in contact with the authorities and see what they have to say. Over.
Copy that. We'll call you on channel 16, is that correct?
That's correct, 16.
Can we avoid this lot, Ted?
No.
It's quite thick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Man. Just runs the whole way along. We've got a fishing line out now, so we're trying to avoid it. But
Oh, and just running gear as well.
yeah.
What do you reckon, Ted, about there?
That is a big, thick, long line of weed. Is it?
We have no depth.
Well, apparently
It's still deep, yeah. Here we are coming into Cayman Islands, and this is Grand Cayman, this is Georgetown, and we're waiting for coordinates from the Port Authority for a mooring buoy because we're not allowed to drop anchor. Plus it's like super deep and then suddenly shallow like this. Yeah, so it's
all or nothing.
yeah, it's tricky anchoring anyways. So we're just on standby waiting for that information. Different again from where we've been, hey? Yeah.
So we turned our engines off. We're standing by for immigration. I've asked, or we have asked, whether we are going to be docking so we can prepare the vessel to dock, or picking up a mooring ball, or dropping the anchor. And
All negative.
yeah, we've got nothing at the moment, so we're just floating. Thankfully, it's a lovely day. All right, we've just had confirmation that we can't check in today, so we've been instructed to go and pick up a mooring ball, stay on board till the mooring. And the weed that we've been going through the passage is now in here. It's crystal clear water though, it's beautiful.
We are going to go off that mooring buoy for the
Sure
first
are.
time on Happy Days.
I am a bit nervous.
Reverse. We're testing it out. I'll go and dive it. Sweet. There we go.
Have a snack and a swim, and we can't check in until tomorrow because everything's shut. So 8:30 tomorrow it is.
Cool. Well done. See you, mate.
Here we come, Grand Cayman.